All right, welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official news break. I'm your host, beatzillapdx officially, and today we have another unhinged, democratic, I don't even know how to call this, I'll just say trans woman, I'll call it how they identify. This unhinged trans woman has a message for Donald Trump, and subsequently, I don't think they realize that they are actually sending a message to all of the parents out there with daughters. So, with that being said, hit that thumbs up button, family. Like and share this broadcast, and let's watch this video.
Dear convicted felon of the United States of America, I just have but one message for you. As a trans woman, as a human being, and as a true American, there is nothing you can do, nothing you can say, no law you can put into place that will stop me from being who I am, what I am, or where I want to go. Nothing you will do will stop me from being a woman. Don't like it? Leave. And for the rest of you who voted for a convicted felon, same goes for you. I go where I please. I use the women's restroom, I use the women's locker rooms, and I will continue to do so, whether you like it or not. Stay mad because you just voted for a convicted felon who ain't gonna do shit.
So he don't care that the general public, the people out here do not want him in the bathroom with their daughters. And you know, the funny thing is that that's where he goes, because people think that with Donald Trump being elected somehow affects their identity. But when you start talking to these people into how they're identifying, really what they're actually saying is they want the access to invade spaces where women are at and have always been, because they've always been women. And I take exception with that because, again, if you are not a biologically born female and you consider yourself female now, show respect to the actual natural born women, because they deserve their safe space too. And if they don't want a natural born man in their bathroom, regardless of how you feel, which is extremely selfish to push it on every other woman who is naturally born a woman, that is so overly covetous and invasive. And it's basically the culture that they always tried to label on black men. And that has literally been the moniker of this liberal intersectionality weirdo policies that they've been pushing. And it just is too much. And so people have spoken. America has spoken. So fella, or lady, whichever you want to go by and identify as, if you want to step yourself in the place of harm and danger, no one's going to be looking at it as a hate crime if a dad pulls you up out of a woman's bathroom, or mothers or aunties pull you up out of a bathroom and start welling on you because they are looking at you like a weirdo. Because at the end of the day, you're an adult. In any way that you have to look at it, there should be no lines being crossed with when you see little girls going into the bathrooms with their mothers. You should have better sense than to know that. But your narcissism is what drives your motivation. And America is very well aware of that. And America has spoken and said no. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that be like, well, he has every right to identify that. He does. He has every right to identify as he chooses. You know what he does not have the right to, though? Everybody's acceptance. No one has to accept it. They can tolerate it. They don't have to hate you or treat you negatively for being whatever you are. But when you want to take whatever you are into their safe space and say that they are something of hatred against you because you're invading their safe space, most of all places, the bathroom. Common sense should tell you people would have a problem with that. And if we're that far away from common sense, then it only can go so far in a country where people, bottom line is survival, and you can't eat your feelings. You can't eat your social issues. It's all going to come down to money. In the famous words of Jimmy Walker. So don't let these people fool you, folks. And don't let these weirdos start coming around your kids and pushing themselves on you. Again, America has spoken. And I guess with this fella, or this, I'm sorry, excuse me, this lady, if you want to put yourself in that, just understand you're doing it at your own risk, and there is no law that anybody's going to be recognizing to say it makes sense for you to be up in a bathroom with a bunch of little girls as a grown adult with a penis in a dress. It's not going to work. And if somebody comes and protects their child and promptly defends their spouse or their child or girlfriends or whoever, you need to respect the fact that they were born that way and they own the spot that they are in. Anything else is invasive and you would be considered an intruder. And any men around those women or those little girls are well within their right to defend them, whether you like it or not. And you might be of the same mind of this idiot to say, well, he really has the right to be himself and you guys are just a bunch of homophobes and transphobes. Well, if you are stupid enough to believe that, number one, you're delusional, and number two, I tell you, I speak for myself. Beatzilla PDX Official, the Beatzilla PDX Official Show. Those of you in the chat, the grassroots and the voices of new black media, I am certain I speak for all parties involved when we proudly dedicate this song to any one of you who believes that these penises should be in bathrooms with little girls. This is for you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
So with that being said, family, you just make sure that you guys keep an eye on how things are going to transpire and keep an eye on your children and who is around them, because there will be a lot of these nuts out here purposely probably with their cell phones out trying to prove a point. But if you must prove a point to defend yours, then by all means, defend your family, period. So thank you again, family, for tuning in to this Beatzilla PDX official news break. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you would, please, again, hit that like button, and you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Beatzilla PDX. And so with that being said, make sure you have your notification bells turned all the way on. All is what you need to see when you hit that. And hit that little check. And then, you should be getting notified when videos like this are coming out, premiering, or we going live. Hopefully the notifications are going out as they're supposed to. But with that being said, again, thank all of you. Thanks to the members and subscribers. Appreciate all of you. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace, power, blessings, protection be up on each and every one of you tuning in. Stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all.